Hey everyone, Michael here. Welcome to another technical analysis update. Let's get started. As far as Bitcoin's concerned, and we'll be talking about the Dow, Nasdaq, SPY as well. But as far as the Bitcoin's concerned, you can see on the daily chart here, we are still dealing with this $25,000 level of support. It's just not working out for us right now, which is one of the reasons I'm not bloating up on altcoins here or any type of coin in anticipation for a big breakout. If we do have the breakout, I'll be sure to buy out breakouts on Ethereum Classic, Matic, and so on, okay? However, while we are in this nice uptrend here and we are saying higher highs and higher lows, that's good. The 4-hour chart is where things start to get a little bit more dicey, okay? On the 4-hour chart here, you can see this trend line and it looks like we're getting closer and closer to breaking down. We're hoping that maybe we can have some type of double bottom here between the first bottom, second bottom, and breaking out. That may give us another opportunity, maybe a third, to break out above that $25,000 level. At now, I'm not so optimistic because we are having this overall death cross here, which kind of signalizes a little bit more of a trend shift in the wrong direction, as well as the sell signal here. And so far, guys, these buy sell signals have been pretty accurate for us. If we do manage to break down here, we're most likely just going to be coming back down here to around $22,000, maybe as low as $21,375. That'd be about a 10% loss for Bitcoin. So I do want you guys to be prepared for that. If it does occur, it'd probably happen pretty rapidly. And on top of that, if you guys know the way the altcoin market works, altcoins are going to be crashing a lot more than that. So just be aware of it. No reason to panic right now. We're still above support levels. We're still bouncing off support levels, but keep that in the back of your mind, okay? As far as the regular stock market is concerned, you can see on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we are breaking down, or we have broken down, and we're just looking to find some support somewhere between, it looks like this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and down here at this trend line right here around 32,567, about $400, $500 less than where we are currently, okay? Nasdaq also did break down over the past few days. This is a 4-hour chart, remember, and we're still going down bit by bit. We're trying to hold this this $12,000 level, and we're doing an okay job of it, everybody. Excuse me. With some of the earnings that we saw as far as Nvidia, that gave a big boost to the overall market today, and I think that's why we're not actually crashing down harder than we probably should be at this time. The overall market, as you guys can see above my head, is fairly green, except for Bitcoin, of course. Now, if we were to break down below this, then of course we start getting into worse propositions where we're coming back down to maybe 11,500. But for now, not too crazy. Going over here to the SPY, you guys can see that we're trying to hold on to this overall downtrend that we've been talking about for months and months and months now. If we end up giving this back, that's not going to be a good sign for the overall market here. I could always add on this other trend line right there, and you can see we're so close to breaking down below that. If we give up this like 4 or 5 month uptrend, you're going to see some people capitulate just a little bit. Again, not coming all the way back down to the October lows, but coming back maybe to where we were around 390, maybe even as low as 380. $20 loss for the SPY, that's definitely possible here. Last thing here before we start going into some option flow data, Ethereum still going sideways, did have that breakdown. It still is in a slight downtrend now, giving up those higher lows and now going into lower lows, not good, and lower highs. Overall, if you want to buy this, I would honestly just wait for it to come back down here towards 1,500 unless you see some type of breakout, and perhaps that breakout, just like with Bitcoin, could be something smaller like this. Well, I would personally just wait for Bitcoin to have its own breakout and trade Ethereum off of that news. But for now, I'm playing it cautious. And if you guys want to see some cool stuff, the SPY here, which I kind of use to forecast what people are thinking, or the hedge funds, the smart money is thinking about for the next few weeks as far as the market is concerned, stock market, they're placing a lot more puts than calls here, a lot more puts than calls. So I am a little bit more concerned about that. You can even see on the top here, call flow is about 82,000, 83,000, put flow is over almost 110,000. Pretty much a bearish sentiment for the next 2 weeks here, with a lot of that flow looking like 390, 398, 395, 398, a little bit below where we currently are. And well, you know, that's not a capitulation. That's still, they're looking for another drop here, and they're looking for a pretty decent drop here as well, okay? So play it safe and be wise when you guys are making your trades. As far as open interest, if you guys care about what's getting a lot of action, EWZ seems like there's a lot of puts being played on that. SPY puts, of course. Taiwanese semiconductor company. We don't really talk about this as much nowadays because of all the China tensions, but there also are some calls going on here. And if I click on this, you'll see a lot of opportunities here, but it looks like a lot of calls and a lot of puts at the same time. Some of these calls are actually puts are just for what, about a month from now, where the calls are closer to, the calls are kind of all over the place too. Be careful of this one. It looks like there's a lot of action though. So maybe you guys might be looking for stuff like the calls here that expire next week, or actually just tomorrow. Wow. Yeah. Be careful with it, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.